Welcome to Love Pro Wrestling X Clandestine Wrestling Society 31! Kanwar Rules! How you doing? Are you guys ready for some great wrestling action this afternoon? Alright. Before we...
Are we ready to rumble? Are we ready to rumble?
Before that, I want to acknowledge we are on Treaty 6 territory, a traditional meeting ground, gathering place and traveling route of the Cree, Saltwood, Blackfoot, Métis, Dene, and Dakota Sioux territory. Also, on this show, you hear some cursing, but what we do not want to hear is anything racist, homophobic, sexist. And if we hear that, we're going to kick you the hell out of here. But with that said, are you guys ready for some wrestling action? Alright, we're going to get to our first match. It is scheduled for one fall. It is for the LPW Grand Championship.
Challenge Championship. It is not Thursday, and we are not at the Rec Room in South Edmonton, Alberta, but it is time for LPW CWS number 31. We are at the Freemasons Hall in downtown Edmonton, Alberta. My name is Big Bad Boris, and we are starting off hot with an amazing opportunity for that young man, Jaxx Wylder, as he's going to go one-on-one with Michael Richard Blais for the LPW Challenge Championship. We have got a stacked lineup for our Clandestine Wrestling Society LPW Prelude event, and a stacked day as we're doing a double header tonight. Going to be the big Revolution Rumble. Michael Richard Blais retained the LPW Challenge Championship after an absolute war.
Weighing today at 210 pounds, he is the founder of the Clandestine Society. He is your LPW Challenge Champion, God's Gift to Wrestling, Michael Whiteshirt.
A couple of months ago, Nixon absconded with that very championship title, stole it out from Michael Richard Blais, but last month Blais went to war with Nixon, won that matchup, recaptured, I guess you could say, that championship belt, and now on the line in our opening contest. Stacked lineup. We've got young Lions action, some fresh trainees from the Clandestine Wrestling Society. We've got a multi-person contenders match. And of course, the Clandestine Wrestling Society champion of salvation, Whiteshirt William Taylor, is going to go one-on-one with the Thickness Reid Matthews in our main event. Title on the line. So stick around. We got a full docket this afternoon and into tonight. MRB surrendering that championship that he worked so hard to get back in his possession. And that's what it's all about in our opening contest. First ever Rumble match in LPW history going down tonight. The Revolution Rumble, 30 competitors. T.Y. Jackson, of course, number one by his own choice. There's the bell. Our opening contest underway. Our first matchup here at the Freemasons Hall. Tremendous venue. Thank you so much for joining us. Jaxx Wylder wanted no part of that headlock, countered immediately. We've talked a lot about Jaxx Wylder and his young LPW, his young professional wrestling career. He's been in some high-profile matches. His first match ever had to go one-on-one with the thickness Reid Matthews and took the loss, but definitely held his own. Has a mixed martial arts background, so definitely battle-tested, but he's in there with a seasoned veteran. Wylder up to his feet, able to reverse, take control of that left arm. Blais trying to get to the rope. Wylder wisely hanging on, keeping in the center of the ring, but now Blais will use athleticism of his own. Beautiful deep arm drag from Wylder. MRB back on his heels early on. Zoe Sager going to go one-on-one with the Runaway model, Nick Shostastyk, this afternoon as well. Tonight we got the LPW Grand Championship on the line. A tag team grudge match. Scramble title action as well as the big Revolution Rumble. Wylder kicks Blais off, and again that deep arm drag, looking to follow up into a submission. Blais, ever the veteran, rolling into the pressure, able to get back to his feet. Big shoulder tackle. Nice leapfrog from Wylder. Standing switch. Ooh, the point of the elbow right on target. That rocked the jaw of Jaxx. Right back in the corner. Vicious backbreaker. It appears Blais immediately targeting that lower back. We saw him do this to Zoe Sager many months ago. Everything he had behind that whip into the buckle. You can see the pain all over the face of your challenger.
I could have saved you, Jaxx.
Jaxx Wylder trying to make his way back to his feet, but right into the clutches of the challenge champion. Doesn't want to go for the ride, hooking up under that top rope. Wylder went for another one of those deep arm drags, but Blais won't be fooled again, able to hook himself over that top rope. Again, backbreaker, targeting that lower back, gonna stretch him out. Spine not supposed to bend that way. Official there to see if Wylder wants to give it up. I know there is a lot of fight in this young man. We've seen it early on in his LPW career, but the human spine does not meant to bend that way. Wylder trying to strike his way out of this situation. We tried to fight going up using those knees. It's an MMA background. Those knees rocked Blais. Hard kick right to the mush. Big clothesline sends Blais down to the canvas. Nice leaping back elbow. Wylder putting together some offense, swinging things back in his favor. Huge opportunity at singles gold here in Love Pro Wrestling. Now Blais trying to use the knees to get out of that potential vertical suplex. Through the legs goes Wylder. Oh, man. High kick. Glancing blow, but damage done. Fisherman suplex floating over. Got a hold of the arm. Look at the torque on the shoulder and the elbow of Blais. Using his own shoulder as almost like a fulcrum to torque the shoulder and the elbow of MRB. Blais using that lower body to get the foot on the rope, but that is a nasty submission hold. And now Wylder may continue to work on that arm. You see Blais flexing, trying to get feeling in those fingers. Wisely, Wylder was looking to go back to work, but MRB, butterfly in the arms, might be looking for that final consecration. Some damage done to that arm, couldn't get him up. Have to keep an eye on that situation as the match progresses. It's going to go for it again. Oh, Wylder rolled through, landed on his feet. Nothing pretty about that, just spiked him with the elbow right on the base of the neck. Oh, Blais out at 2. Wylder very close to his first taste of singles gold in our opening bout. And now the challenger looking to go high risk. High atop the Freemason Hall, Wylder went for the senton atomico. Blais able to get out of the way, nothing but canvas for Wylder. Gonna look again for that final consecration. Muscles him up. Final consecration from Michael Richard Blais. MRB gonna get the win. Unfortunately, another loss for Jaxx Wylder, but we can see the fighting spirit of this young man. The future is bright, and Michael Richard Blais, we know what he's all about. The MRB showing some respect to perhaps the future of LPW. Still your LPW Challenge Champion, God's gift to wrestling, Michael Richard Blais. Jaxx Wylder lives to fight another day. And we'll just have to see if we maybe see those two a little later tonight.
Give it up one more time for the guys in those match. Before we get to our next match, I want to indicate a bit up on the screen here. If you want to join professional wrestling, hit up one of the best schools around, ClandestineWrestlingSociety.com/join us if you want to become a professional wrestler. But speaking of wanting to become a professional wrestler, we have up next a student showcase match. It's scheduled for one fall. The referee, LPW senior official, Judge Ben Owen.
An LPW student showcase, or sorry, a CWS student showcase. Both of these young men have been in the Clandestine Wrestling Society training, learning their craft, and now they'll get a chance to tangle with one another. Kanwar Gill, your first competitor, making his professional wrestling debut in this student showcase. A caveat I have not mentioned that I will in a moment after the introduction of our second competitor. There's something on the line in this bout.
Winning
Daniel Kreamer, our second competitor. As I mentioned a moment ago, there is something on the line, something massive on the line in this matchup. The winner of this bout will be entered in tonight's Revolution Rumble. A huge opportunity for these two young men. There's the bell, and we are underway. LPW Student Showcase. And you can only imagine the butterflies going through these two young men. Every professional wrestler who's been around, up and down the roads, remember their first match, the nerves, how it felt to get in there, how it felt to really test themselves, and these two getting their first opportunity, and we get to be a part of it. If you want to take that journey to become a professional wrestler, the Clandestine Wrestling Society is the place to do it. Learn safely from the best. Kreamer able to go behind, takes the side headlock. Handful of hair from Gill. Apparently, this young man not too afraid to bend a rule or two. Shoved off into the ropes. Big shoulder tackle from Gill. Daniel Kreamer. Oh, come on. Apparently, he didn't learn his respect from the Clandestine Wrestling Society, but nonetheless, Kreamer able to put the brakes on, ducks the impact. Vertical suplex, floating over for the cover. Only a one. Gill able to put the brakes on, hook it over that top rope. Swing from Kreamer, rolled up. Oh, out of two. Oh, that knee was on target. There's definitely a mean streak in young Kanwar Gill. Daniel Kreamer back on his heels. Gill looking to continue to administer the punishment, firing elbow in the corner. Shoots him off into the buckle. Shoulder tackles.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Nowhere for Kreamer to go. He's in a bad way early on in this matchup. Chinlock. Just trying to squeeze the life out of young Daniel Kreamer, trying to get the crowd involved. Slowly making his way back to his feet. Hard back down to the canvas. Still to come, we have a contenders match. I'm not going to spoil who's going to be in it. You got to wait and see. But it's a who's who of all pro wrestling, I'll tell you that much. Gill charging, ran right into the spear from Kreamer. Almost cut him in half. Ben Owen administering the 10 count. Kreamer was on the receiving end of quite a bit of punishment. That spear maybe bought him some time to get his legs under him and maybe formulate a game plan, but Gill up to his feet first. Blocked the right. Fired in an elbow. Clothesline. And now Kreamer looking to go to work. Another big clothesline. Sent Gill down to the canvas hard. And things definitely looking much, much brighter for Daniel Kreamer in this Student Showcase matchup. Another vertical suplex, nicely done. Hooking the leg for the cover. Gill out at 2. What is this? Kreamer perhaps looking for the kill shot. Oh, caught the boot coming in. Roaring elbow. Fisherman suplex with the bridge. Kreamer able to escape. Both these young men leaving everything right in the middle of the ring. I mean, you want to win your first match. You want to start your entire wrestling career out with a big W. Not to mention a chance to be in the Revolution Rumble a little bit later tonight. Oh, Kreamer able to go behind. Super kick on target. That rocked. Sunset flip. Hang on a second. I mean, who got the win? It looked like both shoulders were down to me. Who got it?
I have been informed by the referee both men's shoulders were pinned to the mat, so this match is a draw.
A draw? I mean, not the way either one of them wanted it. I hear the boss. Here comes the boss.
Don't worry, Nixon. You're lucky I ain't an attitude for once. I appreciate it. Give one up for Andre. Kind of think I scared him a little bit, but don't worry, you're all good. If you thought you were all good, well, you guys.
These two kids came to battle.
Y'all are all good. You guys are goddamn great. One more for the Eastview.
Very impressed.
Now, for those of you who haven't been out to a Love Pro event before, I'm not just some random guy. My name's Spencer.
Oh, it's going to be a long day.
Well, at the very least, this random guy has a little bit of authority in this here promotion, and I like to think a couple of good ideas every so often. And guys, just one more. That absolutely ruled. Good on you. Now, that being said, this isn't our only Love Pro Wrestling event that we got here today. This evening at 7 o'clock at Freemasons Hall, we got a little bit of a revolution occurring, and we've got our first ever Rumble matchup. Now, unfortunately for my flight bill, they're not really all that easy to afford, but we've got a couple of empty spots in that there Revolution Rumble. So, Kanwar, Daniel, you're both free this evening.
Well, I mean, this takes care of itself then, doesn't it?
Be here at 7. Be here at 7, because y'all have a shot at the Love Pro Grand Championship. Welcome to Love Pro and welcome to the Runaway.
All right, we're going to see both of these young men later tonight in the Revolution Rumble.
Give it up one more time for Daniel and Kanwar! How'd you guys enjoy our student showcase? I think both men have bright futures in this business. Did we find it? Yeah. All right. Talking about bright futures in this business, we're going to be a four-way #1 contenders match for the Clandestine Wrestling Society Championship of Salvation is coming up next.
Here comes your LPW Grand Champion, Stephen Crowe. I think he'd be pleased if he could win every match and there'd be no more #1 contenders, but that's just not the way things work in the real world. But nonetheless, he is our first entrant in this contenders match.
LPW Grand Champion, the Right Star!
Stephen Crowe with not one but two LPW Grand Championship titles as he defeated Zoe Sager last month in that incredible ladder match. Now the undisputed LPW Grand Champion. If you have not seen that bout, be sure to go out of your way to take a look at it. It is absolutely... They put it all out there. They took a lot of risks to become champion, but it only was fruitful for one, and that is the Rhinestone Cowboy, Stephen Crowe of the Clandestine Society. I mean, Clandestine Society perhaps not quite seeing eye to eye. We've seen rifts between Michael Richard Blais, who we saw in our opening contest, and Stephen Crowe. Something else that we are keeping an eye on.
Look at you. This isn't the #1 contender for the CWS Championship. This is the #1 contenders for my LPW Grand Champion. It doesn't even matter who's in it.
Apparently, we're not going to wait to hear a little bit more. Marz didn't really care what Stephen Crowe had to say. He is our second competitor in this contenders match. You have to think if Stephen Crowe wins this match, there is no #1 contender. And I think would suit him just fine. Marz, the specialist, has been right in the middle of all of the chaos between the Clandestine Society and Elevation and the Mad Lads. Reid Matthews and Zoe Sager. We saw Reid Matthews here accompanying Marz to the ring, showing support, as he is our second competitor in this contenders match.
Introducing entrant number 3.
Get your honkers out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm good at catching shirts, what can I say? As we await the arrival of the ultra-popular Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw, a former Clandestine Wrestling Society champion of Salvation, and best dressed, if you ask me. Nobody does it quite like the Goose. Honk along at home, I know you're doing it. Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw, the third competitor in this matchup. Notice Stephen Crowe wanting to be nowhere near the ring for the introduction of all of his foes. Andre getting a little makeover here. It looks pretty good. It matches. And I spoke of the Mad Lads only moments ago. We will see one right now in Nasty Nate Nixon. This pair have been at war with the Clandestine Society and, quite frankly, everybody else. Accompanied to the ring by the CWS champion, Whiteshirt William Taylor, who we'll see a little bit later on in our main event. I'll do my best to make sure that, press record there. No, there you go. All right. Okay, I won't touch it, I promise. Man, if anything happens to his phone, I'm screwed. Nonetheless, Nasty Nate Nixon looking to become #1 contender. As we await our next arrival, we're going to see Nate Nixon and Whiteshirt William Taylor take on the Short Kings tonight in a massive grudge match. Chad Millz made his LPW return last month.
Let's go,
Chad Millz never met a cake party he did not like. The red solo cups are out. Chad Millz, the president of Masta Beta. No, that's not just a clever nickname. 6-year pro out of Ontario. First pin gets the win. Nate Nixon making friends wherever he goes. And Marz, the specialist, wasting no time. The bad blood between he and Nate Nixon boiling over before their big grudge tag match later on tonight. Meanwhile, inside the ring, Crowe and Chad Millz. I'm going to do my best to try to keep control, try to explain everything that's going down. Big forearm takes down the Goose. Crowe clotheslining the money over the top down to the floor. And the only one left standing inside the squared circle is your LPW Grand Champion, Crowe. The champ up to that top rope. Everybody duking it out on the floor. Crowe, a human battering ram off the top, takes out everybody. Every month, every successful title defense, Crowe, his confidence grows, but his arrogance and his mean streak also grow, getting more and more dangerous as the title reign continues. And some also might say more and more selfish, but that's another story for another day. Marz, the specialist champ, able to get down, feet underneath him, tried to spin out. Reid charges into the boot. Big clothesline from Nate Nixon sends Marz, the specialist, down to the canvas. Oh, caught the boot coming in. A series of kicks from the nasty one staggers the champ into the ropes. Great show of power up into the fireman's carry position. Crowe able to wrangle his way. Hurls Nixon into the ropes. Just clubbed him. Hurls the champ into the ropes. Crowe hit the Rana. I don't think Nixon knows whether he's coming or going. That kick right in the face. Champ charges the ropes. Massive forearm with that extra velocity from the pop-up. We could have a winner already. Marz, the specialist of all people, wants to stop Nixon from becoming #1 contender. Nice arm drag to escape the grips of the specialist. Keep an eye on Chad Millz scaling the turnbuckle in the corner. Big crossbody off the top. And you see the Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw, wisely picking his spots. Oh, trying to get this Mr. Flacco down the gullet of Millz. Millz rolls him up. Sunset flip into a pinning combination. Broken up by the Goose. Oh, 2 count on Marz. Mahi straw cradle from Millz. Nice gator roll into a many covers. None for the 3. Nixon pulls Millz out. Meanwhile, the champ pulled Marz, the specialist, out. That leaves the Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw, the only one left inside the ring. Here comes Nixon. Here comes the champ. And Kyle Shaw, so far, handling both of them. Nixon trying to get a small amount of allegiance from Stephen Crowe, and quite frankly, I'm shocked that it worked, but Marz got a hold, standing switch, shoved him into that big knee, backstabber. Big crossbody, but caught by the tandem of Nixon and Crowe. Up onto the shoulders of the big man. Millz trying to fight his way out. Able to do so. Oh, and I think Nixon and Crowe might have knocked heads there. And now Chad Millz in the driver's seat, or at least he was. Charged right into that pump kick. Up on the shoulders. Beautiful Death Valley driver from the nasty one. Millz out to the floor. And it would appear the partnership between Nate Nixon and the Rhinestone Cowboy has come to an end. Oh, man. Stephen Crowe firing in rights. Pair of forearms landed. Goose got a hold of Nixon, gonna drag him to hell. Goose back inside the ring. Big elbow right between the eyes of the LPW Grand Champion. Double underhook. Shoulders are down. I don't know if the Goose realized what was going on. He was able to kick out just in time. Oh, low-bridged by Nixon sends Marz, the specialist, crashing down to the floor. Big knife edge chops, heavy-handed. Nasty Nate Nixon. Goose charging in, but sidestepped. He ends up on the floor. Oh, we got bodies everywhere. Chad Millz sidestepped that running knee. Able to go behind. Ripcord into that kick to the midsection, and now Chad Millz. Twisting suplex from Chad Money Millz. Is it enough? Champ broke up that pinning attempt. And now clubbing away on Chad Millz. Stephen Crowe becoming more and more unhinged. And remember, he's got a date with the Midnight Marauder, Casey Ferreira, tonight for his Grand Championship. Marz, the Specialist, huge German suplex. Huge German suplex. Huge German suplex. Turns his attention to Nixon. Plants him down on the knee. That could be it. New #1 contender. Stephen Crowe broke it up just in time. Stephen Crowe setting his sights on Marz. Able to slide out the back and hit that knee in the corner. Chad Millz back on his feet. Chad Millz announced for the Revolution Rumble tonight. Pair of clotheslines from Millz and the Goose. Nixon with the champ up on the shoulder. Plants him. Big running knee from Marz, the Specialist. The Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw, plants Marz, focusing his attention on Chad Millz. Huge neckbreaker. There was definitely some velocity on that one. But now Millz caught by the champ, Stephen Crowe. Twisting fisherman suplex. Nixon heaves him out of the ring. Marz, the Specialist, and Nate take each other over the top. The Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw. Sister Abba Goose on Chad Millz. And the Canadian Goose, Kyle Shaw. Massive win for Kyle Shaw, and look at Stephen Crowe. He can't believe it. #1 contender for the LPW Grand Champion. Everybody here at the Freemasons Hall honking along with your #1 contender. This changes everything in terms of the LPW Grand Championship title picture. Shaw showing some respect to Chad Millz. He had a great showing, and we'll see him a little bit later tonight in that Revolution Rumble. The intangible Zoe Sager has been involved, to say the least.
From Edmonton, Alberta, the Intangible Zoe Sager! Sager returned from injury with that original LPW Grand Championship
a championship she said she never lost. Sadly for her, she came up short in the ladder match against Crowe last month. So she's got to start all over again. And she obviously, as you can tell by her demeanor, not happy about it. Zoe Sager mentoring some young children at ringside. As we await the arrival of the runaway model, Nick Shostastyk. We've seen him get some pretty high-profile wins young in his career as well. We're going to see Nick Shostastyk a little later tonight in the Scramble Championship match at LPW Revolution. But right now, going one-on-one with one of the best in the game in Zoe Sager. Witness the spelling acumen of Nick Shostastyk last month at our Thursday night CWS event, but right now there's no fun, no spelling, no catwalking. He's got to battle it out with a former LPW Grand Champion in Zoe Sager. A former Challenge Champion, you name it, Sager's done it. We are underway with our semi-main event. LPW CWS number 31, Nick Shostastyk and the Intangible Zoe Sager. Shostastyk trying to use that height power advantage to back Sager in the corner. She will use the leverage to send Shostastyk in the corner. And now all that anger over the situation with what happened last month and her losing her opportunity to become the undisputed LPW Grand Champion. It's all bubbling to the surface. It's all coming out. Unfortunately, all over Nick Shostastyk. Scoops up Sager up onto the shoulder. Sager with the sunset. Big double stomp. That might have cracked a rib. Zoe looking to follow up as she continues to put the bad mouth on some fans at ringside. Still to come, our main event. Whiteshirt William Taylor going to defend that CWS Championship of Salvation against the Thickness Reid Matthews. Shostastyk putting the brakes on. Caught Sager with an elbow. Oh, Sager face full of turnbuckle. Big shoulder tackle, ran her right over. Wrist control from Shostastyk. Nice leapfrog. Hip lock takeover rode her all the way down to the canvas. And the runaway model is able to withstand that initial barrage. Now looking to put together a barrage of his own. But Sager, she's operating on another level of emotion and anger, disappointment and drive. Can hear the thud of flesh on flesh all the way over here. Oh man, that's a kid, that's a child. Nick Shostastyk bearing the brunt of the anger of Zoe Sager. Tonight is our final LPW live event of the year. LPW Revolution, I can't wait. Maybe as stacked a lineup we've ever had with Grand Championship, Scramble Championship, and of course our first ever 30 participants, the Revolution Rumble. But right now, Nick Shostastyk trying to stay competitive with Zoe Sager, but tearing away at the face. Sager using that bottom rope to get the sole of that boot right in the face. The beautiful face of the Runaway model. Just about kneed his face off his face. Shostastyk out to the floor. He is hurting. Going to take a few seconds on the floor to try to get the blood flow and clear the cobwebs. The fans are behind him, looking to get back in the ring. Sager only too eager to help, but instead just got dumped. Great show of power from Nick Shostastyk. Caught Sager again. Shostastyk caught up in the ropes and still able to scoop and slam Sager. Slingshot into that elbow, gonna go for a cover, hooks both legs. Sager able to kick out, but that few seconds Shostastyk took on the floor, looks like it's enough to at least temporarily get himself back in this match. Sager with offense, flat on her back, both feet in the face, but ran right into the clothesline. Nice leaping drop kick from the Runaway model. Scoops up the Intangible one. Big running power slam, almost a running sidewalk slam. Hooked the leg deep. Zoe Sager showing that tenacity she's known for, able to get the shoulder up. But for all of her flurry of offense early on, she is now on the receiving end of Shostastyk. Sager trying to get free, using that knee on the top of the head. Inside cradle. Shostastyk able to kick out. All Z factor, but wasn't able to hit it. Shostastyk able to stay on his feet, hit that Olympic slam. Going for the cover again. Shostastyk maybe a little bit of frustration. Able to overcome all the abuse early on. Sager using that leverage. Shostastyk face first into that middle buckle. Both competitors on the receiving end of a lot of violence. Sager swinging wildly again. Double stomp right between the shoulder blades. And now Sager just clubbing away with right hands on the back of the head. Man. Hell hath no fury like an intangible Zoe Sager scorned. series of boots to the side of the face of Shostastyk. Another running knee. And Z Factor from the former grand champion. And Zoe Sager back in the win column. And I think what we could take away from this match is Sager's dangerous when things are going her way, but maybe a little bit more dangerous when they're not. Zoe Sager able to get back in the win column after what happened last month, taking a bow. As we get set for our main event.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the main event of the evening. It is a singles contest. It is for the Clandestine Wrestling Society Championship of Salvation. Your referee, Elwood, senior official, Judge Ben.
The Mad Lads and the Short Kings. I think hatred is not a strong enough word. And they're going to tangle tonight in a big grudge tag team bout. But right now, half of them are going to go at it.
250 pounds from Calgary, Alberta, one half of the Short Kings. He is the thickness,
Reid Matthews, the thickness. Would love nothing more than to become the Clandestine Wrestling Society Champion of Salvation. But if you saw his comments recently on social media, it's so much more than that. He just wants to hurt Whiteshirt William Taylor. Whiteshirt William Taylor, your current reigning defending champion of Salvation.
weighing at 250 pounds from Wallis Garden City, United Kingdom. He is one half of the Mad Blood and representing Elevation. He is your Clandestine Wrestling Society Champion of Salvation. Whiteshirt William Taylor.
The Mad Lads and Elevation have been running roughshod over LPW since they formed. Nate Nixon with some final words of advice. As Taylor and Reid Matthews eye each other up. Judge Ben Oman, third man in the ring for our main event of our afternoon affair. Judge Ben Oman holds aloft that LPW CWS Championship of Salvation. And our main event is underway. And I'm wondering how long this will resemble a wrestling match before it turns into a brawl, a fight. We've seen Whiteshirt William Taylor operate with a lot of confidence, a lot more confidence, I should say, since this tandem has been formed with Nate Nixon and Rose, but even more confidence than that when he became the champion of Salvation. And you could absolutely bet your bottom dollar he will not give that title up without a fight. Hammerlock applied to Reid Matthews. Matthews looking to escape, able to go behind. Reid Matthews taking left arm control, but Nixon tried to use some athleticism to escape, but Matthews kept that arm pinned right down to the canvas. Whiteshirt back up to his feet, showing he's equal to the task. Shoved off into the rope. Oh, man. Not many folks can go toe-to-toe with the thickness like that and stay on their feet. Give credit where credit's due. Gonna try it again. But instead, he got the pounce outside the ring, and I think Whiteshirt William Taylor's not exactly sure what just happened to him. Keep an eye on Reid Matthews. Oh, he was gonna do the dive, but instead changing course. Suicide dive onto the champion of Salvation. And we knew it was only a matter of time before these two took it to the streets. A front row seat for William Taylor. Oh man, that forearm, it's like getting hit with a baseball bat. You saw the second it took for Reid Matthews to reset that count was the small opening that William Taylor needed. However, oh man. That was gross and violent, just echoing off the walls here at the Freemason House in downtown Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. On the other side of the building, they're going to get their front row seat. And we talked about the anger and the hatred Zoe Sager was feeling. Reid Matthews feeling that same thing, but William Taylor now able to turn the tables on Matthews. Good God. William Taylor tried to escape, oh God, to the safety of the ring, but dragged back out to the floor. I mean, Ben Oman, all he can do is count while these two beat the daylights out of each other out on the floor. That is brutal. Oh, Taylor went to the eyes. I think Matthews is trying to, quite frankly, trying to do that. Whiteshirt went to the eyes, and now belly to belly down to the floor. Oh, we might get a count-out victory here from William Taylor. Ben Oman at 7. Matthews hit that floor hard. hit that ring apron hard too, but able to get back in the ring. But Taylor wisely not wasting a second. And remember, these two got to compete with their partners in a tag bout just a few hours from now. Taylor now able to slow the pace down, be more calculated with his offense, with his strikes, with decisions he makes, with the blatant choke over the middle rope. Canadian Goose Kyle Shaw, #1 contender for the LPW Grand Championship. Oh, that was right with surgical precision, right in the small of the back. He's not looking good. I gotta give the devil his due. I was worried that I'm far too close to the action tonight, and I'm a little concerned about what later on it's gonna hold. But right now, the present time is holding pain for the thickness. Reid Matthews able to get the right shoulder up, but he is slowly being picked apart by the champion of Salvation. Matthews still has fight. I mean, you know better than anybody, if you've been watching LPW for the past 4 years, the amount of fight Reid Matthews has, but how long can you take abuse like this? Taylor charging in, sandwiches the thickness. Oh, big headbutt. I mean, that rocked Taylor too. You can only imagine what it felt like for Reid Matthews. Beautiful overhead throw. Things definitely going the way of one half of the Mad Lads. That cover, I mean, disrespectful. Well-placed stomp to the ankle of the thickness. Reid Matthews fighting back with some shots to the body. Ooh, and some shots to the face. William Taylor able to cut off before Matthews could get any more steam. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Perhaps Reid Matthews has achieved the level we like to call enough. And firing back. Leaping enziguri rocked the skull of the champion, sends him back into the corner. Matthews charging in, almost cut him in half. I mean, Reid Matthews deceptively fast for a man that size, too. Combine that with his freestyle amateur wrestling background, and you have a man that can do a lot of things a lot of other men can't. Whiteshirt William Taylor might be feeling his grip on that CWS Championship of Salvation slipping away. Reid Matthews setting him up for that seismic toss. Whiteshirt trying to fight his way out of it, but he's in the grips. Oh, able to go behind. Waist control. Reid Matthews trying to break the grip. Standing switch. Wisely held on to the top rope. Now it's almost a human game of chess where you get dropped on your head. Seismic toss from Reid Matthews. Whiteshirt William Taylor kicks out at 2. This has been a hard-hitting affair. We knew it would be. Now the thickness, Reid Matthews stomping away, having to be physically restrained out of the corner by Judge Ben Omen. Thickness was charging in, looking for that cannonball. Oh, nothing but buckle for Reid Matthews. Taylor back to his feet. Beautiful backbreaker. Slow to follow up. 2. Right shoulder up from Reid Matthews. Both men giving their all in our main event of LPW CWS number 31. Up in the fireman's carry position. Matthews able to elbow his way to freedom. Trying to pick up Whiteshirt, but just couldn't muscle him up. Great show of strength from Taylor, but couldn't hold on to the thickness. Big series of knees. Oh, man. Those rocked Taylor. Up onto the shoulder. Oh, he got planted, but on the way down, he caught Judge Ben Omen. Reid Matthews checking on Judge Ben Omen. There was a 3 count. I mean, by all rights, this match should be over, but we don't have a referee. Reid Matthews going to wisely keep the foot on the gas pedal. Oh, hang on a second. Nate Nixon appeared on the stage, just took out Reid Matthews with the Championship of Salvation. Trying to revive William Taylor. Oh, come on now. Reid Matthews' shoulders are down. Whiteshirt William Taylor.
It's still Clandestine Wrestling Society Champion of Salvation, Whiteshirt William Taylor.
With a little help from his friend, Whiteshirt William Taylor retains his title. And now they're putting the beat down on Reid Matthews before their big tag match later on tonight. But Marz, the specialist, come out to even the odds. What is it, a broom handle? Whatever it is, it cleared the ring pretty damn fast. We're gonna see it later tonight.
Oh, Whiteshirt, you're so lucky tonight. Need your little babysitter to help you? You know what? I'm not mad. I'm not pissed. Tonight, you two, you're gonna wish we were just dogs when we're done in here. Because tonight, you're trapped in here
see it right here at the Freemason Hall in just a few hours. The Short Kings, the Mad Labs, just one of the things on tap for later on tonight. LPW and the Revolution Rumble, our final live event of the year. We're going to see in just a few hours for everyone involved in Love Pro Wrestling and the Clandestine Wrestling Society. My name is Big Bad Boris. Good afternoon, everybody.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out this afternoon to LPWX CWS 31. We really appreciate you coming out. Don't forget, if you want to get in this ring and become a professional wrestler, CONTENDERSWrestlingSociety.com/join us and sign up there. You want to become a professional wrestler. And don't forget, come back tonight. Starts at 7 p.m. We have the LPW first ever Revolution Rumble! You get tickets online, or we have some people here. We need tickets. Thank you so much. We'll hopefully see you all later tonight.
Let's rip these empty pages out and burn this fucker down. Let's tear it to the goddamn ground. For we've had enough. Split faces, give them the runaround. Split faces, let's burn this motherfucker to the ground. Join us, the